In this stream, I am setting out to prove that all art is political. And I need to also explain what I mean by that. So, here's two things. If you look up, if you are like, define art, or like you look up the dictionary definition of anything, that is not enough. It's not enough. Because any dictionary definition is supposed to, it's a snapshot of what the author thought the word meant at the time that they wrote it. It is supposed to cover the context of the time the dictionary was written. That's why they write a new one every year, because things evolve, in how that word is used now. But the thing is, these words have bigger expansion. When you hear art, you think of like drawings and shit, right? You think of music, movies, film. Video games had to fight to be accepted as an art form. The truth is, art is any expression of human creative skill and imagination. It does not mean the art is good. Your fucking favorite YouTuber's slop videos, that's art. A shit post you shared when you were 12, that's art. Anything on iFunny, technically art. It's any expression of creative skill, of human creative skill and imagination. Any of it. If you look up the definition of politics, we're given a very narrow one. The activities associated with the governance of a country or other area, especially the debate of conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. Very narrow definition. It doesn't cover the full basis. When you think of politics, you think of like, oh, the election, Republicans, Democrats, the institutions that exist. The thing is, political institutions are downstream of the existence of politics. Politics, when you go to even the most publicly available, like, encyclopedia, a set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals. Basically, all social interaction. Politics isn't just about, like, governance. It is the language with like, how you describe fucking, like, the way you interact with the world and others in society. Being human is political. So, that, like, what I'm not going to be doing here is saying that every piece of art is, like, has an inherent political message. It is not, like, trying to explicitly say something like, vote for Kamala or whatever. Too late anyways, but it is saying that no art is immune to politics. Social interactions, I'm not political. That's the problem. The act of not socializing is in itself political. It's choosing to withdraw from it, either because you have the means that allow you to do so, which are the results of politics. It's all of it. Government, social issues, war, stuff like that is what I view as political. How do I not be political? Not being political is a political choice. That is, in itself, a decision. One that you can make. But it doesn't matter what you do. Like, you know the old saying? Even in, like, the sense of governance, like what people most usually think of as politics. The saying is, you might not fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you. You are not immune to propaganda. You are not immune to politics. You are not immune to being political. Everything you do exists in the context of everything that came before. Kamala spitting once again. If you die, is that political? Yes. Yes. My brain is rotting. Is everything political? Yes. Is my evil art style challenge political? I mean, what are the inspirations? What are the downstream influences that brought you to that? This is why I hate undecided voter. I don't hate undecided voter stuff. That's someone engaging. Being gay political? I mean, deeply. Yeah. Is dying art? In many ways, yes. I am God. That makes me non-political. Is taking a shit political? Yes. Do y'all remember that fucking viral tweet people had, were going in on like the effects of like smell and how it affects politics? Taking a shit, the way in which you take a shit is inherently political. One of the racist stereotypes people use to fucking dog on Indians, it's like, oh, they shit in the street because they don't have plumbing or whatever. How everybody has to poop. Everybody has to poop. but where you're able to poop, and if the poop like fucking stays in your house and becomes a problem for you, if you are the one who has to fucking throw your poop away manually because you don't have like plumbing in your country, that is like socioeconomic circumstances. How you taking a shit is political. Taking a shit is political. And that's the thing. Poop politics, my favorite. Is my rubber eraser political? Yes! Is fabric political? I mean, yeah, man. Certain materials were only ever considered, like, to be of the rich. Like, satins and, like, very fine fabrics. Fucking the color purple was inherently political to, like, signify the Roman emperor back in the day. Are dinosaurs political? Yeah, fossil fuels, man! Fossil fuels, debating the existence of them in Quite, this hurts. I think you know where this is going. The only thing that's limiting the explanation on how things are political is if you don't know enough about the art itself or where it came from. But you can extrapolate and, like, kind of posit a lot. I hope this hurts. Are sharks political? I need to know. They've been around longer than trees, and they're about to go, like, and because of human action, they're on the verge of extinction in many places. So yes. Okay, one of my favorite things, though, is, like, when people were, saying shit like, oh, is this political? And then they'd send me art that is, like, blatantly political, like, literally has a political message. That was, like, probably my favorite type of submission. I'm like, okay, I might struggle with some of these, but absolutely this. Quite is my FNAF shelf political? You have a shrine of consumerist products that you hoard and put... Like, you have ascribed value to your consumerism. Nothing wrong with that. I do it too. Political. You hoard what are essentially products of characters designed to lock you into liking them as products so you buy more. Political. Quite merchandise political? Yes! Political is not like a fucking... like, naughty word. It just is. It's neutral. Is the English lexicon political? What? Absolutely that, yes. My persona is political because I put him in a one piece. Define political? I already did. I already did. You can scroll back in the VOD if you need. We need to stop making politics political. Is there an amount of political anything can get? I don't know if it's like a scale. Oh god, linguistics is so political. Yep. Yup. Is Hawk Twa political? Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes, dude! Oh my god, yes! Like, super! Like, there's a whole fucking... You can write, like, a fucking master's thesis on, like, tracking how she got so big to the point where she was able to scam people for millions of dollars off of one joke. Like, that is super, like... Oh my god, yes, that especially. I'm tweaking, you actually responded. I just, are icebergs political? They're melting faster because of climate change, yes. Is Nuka political? I'd say he's the start of all politics. Everything, all of this is his fault. Is Blahaj political? It's literally a rallying cry for, like, not a rallying cry, but, like, a symbol that, like, trans and, like, fucking feminine identifying, or, like, presenting men, like, because, you know, it's kind of a blanket, just like a lot of queer people have, like, taken as, like, a symbol of them, like, fucking something they take comfort in. Political! Is war political? No. War is not political. If we have a definition of what is political, then we need a standard of what isn't. Nothing! That's the problem! That's the problem! Being actively apolitical is political. You just said war isn't that was a joke. What about my folder of Farquaad reaction pics? Yes. Why isn't war political, but my evil art style challenge? Y'all, if you want to say Homestuck, you gotta censor it. Them's the rules. You're allowed to say it. You just can't say it. One of my favorite ways that I think I've seen somebody say LGBTQ recently was the LGBT community. The LGBT. I'm trying to remember who said it. That should have me giggling. Aren't you that gay furry porn ex-guy? What the fuck is happening in my chat? I just call it the rainbow alphabet. Awesome. Chat after dark. Chat being a little haywire. I think one of my favorites was somebody sending me the fucking Hetsune Miku binder Jefferson thing. Is like, is this political Kwite? I'm like, do I need to explain this one? He turned a slave owner into like a fucking queer trans man. Yes. Wait, was it? I'm pretty sure Jefferson had slaves. I mean, they didn't do it, but like back on Tumblr they did fucking forever ago. And you know, he's a politician, so yes. My cat's sitting on me now. Okay. Let's jump into the goods. Okay, so the answer to every single one of these is always going to be yes. I just don't know who this is. Ah, that's so cool. I mean, I think it's this guy looks rad as shit. I just don't know the symbolism. Oh yeah, graffiti, political, easy, graffiti. Didn't even click. Yep, clocked it. Thank you, chat. Sonic ass pose, fucking awesome. Well, that was a fast first one. This just looks cool. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, these sheets of ice. How many of y'all live in places where it used to snow when you were a kid, and now it just doesn't anymore? The fact that sites like this just stopped happening in a lot of places. Crunchy ice, environmentalism. Like, this is a site a lot of people are only, like, may have seen as a child and will never see for real again. It was 55 degrees in New York in December. Good winter sucks ass. Bro, you don't have a chronic skin condition that makes you sweat out your fucking pits and gives you mad swamp ass. Global warming, political. It was above freezing in Maine today. Enjoy it while it lasts. Don't worry, you can go missing twice in my van. I'm very good at punching things now, alright? I'm significantly harder to kidnap than I was as a child. And I said I went missing. Y'all don't know if I got kidnapped. Hell, maybe I didn't. I fought him off the first time. You don't know, because I'm not telling you. This is the coldest it will be. I have 5 heaters pointed outside to climate the change. Dude, you're no! You're making it go faster! No! Kwite is still missing. This is an AI version of him. Actually, only part of me is missing. The legs. The rest came back, but, you know, you have to make sacrifices to get out of sticky situations. I just saw that awesome art you got commissioned by Draxum, and it reminded me to check your channel. Yeah, dude, that shit is so sick. Sticky! It's getting sticky. Anyone else scared at how we're running out of time on the climate clock? I mean, I guess I'm scared in the general sense, but I'm, like, kind of at the point where I'm like, we're fucked. Trump's in office, you can roll back any, like, fucking EPA protect. We're fucked. Department of Energy might get fucking dismantled. Yeah. It's over. It's over. It's over, gang. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this one, I actually have a pretty strong, I have a pretty strong one. Tyler into running out of time, huh? Might as well stop caring. I mean, I'm not gonna stop caring. I just got, like, bills. So I cannot be doomer about this. So, it's a porta potty blowing up. This looks like an American parking lot, especially considering the big box warehouse. America is a country, honestly, created a world order just centered on consumerism. That means, like, dopamine hits as fast as you can get them. We get criticized a lot for our obesity rates in children. The food is not conducive to a good diet. The most readily accessible sustenance you can get is not the nicest to your stomach. And we often talk about the food that we love the most fucking just blowing up the toilet. We explode. We just absolutely painted the walls of our toilet bowl. This is it's a representation of that. Also, we could also go the angle of why was there a firebomb in the porta potty? See, it seems beans. POV that one Tesla in New York. Yeah, I'm glad nobody died from that one. It's nice to hear. Well, I guess the driver did, but he was going for that anyways. As previously stated, poop is political. Yeah, the guys who have to poop in porta potties from long days on the job because they can only, like, really get hard labor jobs these days. Instead of pooping in an indoor building that's air-conditioned and has, like, it's much more sanitary comparatively. Man, if y'all can't handle Taco Bell, then that's a skill issue. Hey, Jillian, some people have IBS. Quite, why is Trump being in office bad? He's our first biromantic president. That's so progressive. So true. MAGA. Skill issue? It's literally a fucking, like, at-birth debuff, man. Irritable bitch syndrome, I said. Okay, next. Anthony. We just had the conversation about sharks, guys, right? We just had the conversation about sharks. They're going extinct, and they're older than trees, and they're going extinct. He's homeless? Anthony isn't political? That is a dead shark in a toilet. There is no fucking... This image is hilarious. But do you think this meme was created ethically? Do you think the circumstances that led to this being the representation of chat, like... Do you think this happened through... Like, just neutral means. He's dead. No shit! It's a shark in a toilet! What? He swam up there? My fault, my fault. Don't flush your pet fish down the toilet, man. It won't work, and you're gonna disrupt the ecosystem, leading to local species in your community to die. Don't flush that goldfish down the toilet. Them things get big in the wild. And and /J on him being dead. He's totally alive. That's our boy Anthony. He's dead. Dude, he's clearly just high as shit. Look, he's clearly just high as shit. Chat just finding out he's dead brings out so much morbid joy. He's alive and well. He's roommates with Vampy. This is art. This is indeed art. The Anthony image, like, caption superimposed in qualifies it. No, Anthony, don't smoke the gas station, Zod. No! I am here, and so is Anthony. That's fucking awesome. Okay, next. So this one is a man being terrorized by bread. Symbolically, I personally interpret it to the bread is slowly encroaching on him, and he's only managed to carve out a very tiny space for him to exist, but he has to condense himself into a ball just to fit into the space on the floor he's created for himself. It's basically just like the encroaching boundaries of life just getting closer and closer, just caging in on him, having to work longer hours for less pay to pay higher rents. Then again, he also has an abundance of food, something that much of the planet cannot say they have. Bread equals money, alone with all his cash despite making a bunch, but also an abundant supply of calorie-dense food. He can subsist off of this. That's not something everybody can do. Bread is the political item. Out of control consumerism. What's next? Holy shit, dude. Mint vapes fucking suck. Oh, that's from a movie where a kid can summon food. Cloudy Meatball. I mean, like, when's the last time y'all gave a thought to amputee issues? Simpsons objectively political. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah. It's called Food Boy. You can't make that political? It's The Simpsons! You know how many times they fucking poisoned the lake on that show? Lost his arms in the war, dude. Clearly. I'm in physical pain. What is this? Also, the degradation of the quality of this image. I remember seeing an HD version of this. Believe it or not, an HD version of this picture used to exist. Like, he had his nose stolen by an authority figure in his life saying, I got your nose, and they never gave it back. It's fucked up. But, like, just this image on its own in a vacuum, like, the amount of times it's gotten shared around the internet has degraded it beyond recognition. I mean, you can still recognize it. Think of the raid A Night Out of Mars, currently proving that this image of Bart Simpson is political. Proving it. Why does he look like he's in distress? Someone help him? I don't think so, man. That seems like a pretty genuine smile to me. It's like through everything, through the challenges in life he's faced, he's still here. He's still putting a smile on. This makes my maternal instincts go wild. Not a thought in that mind of his. Yeah, the more you save a JPEG, the more the quality degrades. I love that shit, man. Goomba! Oh, real. It appears that someone finally ate his shorts. True. Blub, blub, meow, blub. What is this like, you wanna know the issue? Images like this. Stupid edits like this. I gotta find something. I gotta find I think somebody else made this joke already, but image edits like this just don't exist anymore. People don't make these for real anymore. You are not getting no Pack Panthers or Iron Zans or Dr. Strain or Smokey. They are not making shit like this anymore. Not genuinely. Because why would anybody do that when they're like, oh, I can auto-generate Tony Stark holding a thing of lean? Because of AI. The fucking loss of human expression is, like, active. It's currently happening. All in front of our eyes, under our noses. Smokey. Dude, me and fucking Nuka were on call earlier today and just fucking laughing like dorks over that Smokey one just like every 10 minutes or so. Just intermittently starting to laugh again. I can see it. Smokey. It's just because it's a fucking big ass bong. But yeah, no, like there's no, and even with things like this, there are like people are generating like AI video of like little chimera homunculi like this. They ain't doing shit like this, man. Also, the choice of using cats for edits like this does speak to humans' preference for what we are instinctually rooted or wired to find cute over animals we find kind of fugly. Like, you see people having to defend why they think little crocodiles are cute. Mixed species political. Yep. They would never allow this genome slicing. They would never. They are cute, though. But there's a hierarchy. AI-generated shitposts suck because nobody took the effort to make it. Shitposts are funny because a human wasted talent, and I just love the idea that, like, the reason that shitposts are good is because it was a waste of time. That's why they're cool. Okay, next. Similar things. Sites like this are not existing anymore. The context of this image is often to say, like, it's supposed to represent some type of utopian society. It's like, society if blank didn't exist. This image is you cannot disconnect it from its common usage as, like, displaying how society could be better if we just got rid of something. I just want to be a part of your symphony-ass image. Those fish are getting yeeted. They're jumping willingly. Tired of those damn dolphins. Most political image, no explanation. The hive mind of this chat? I don't even know what they're referencing. I feel like a dummy dumb. I have hired this thing to stare at you. See, cats in, like, this thing is usually what would be categorized as a pet. We domesticate small animals as companions and take care of them. But even in today's society, the job market is getting so tight, bills are getting so expensive, that even these motherfuckers have to take odd jobs, like just being paid to stare at something. It's capitalism! It's capitalism! Hired means it got a job. Political! Political! It's kind of cute, maybe. I like it. I think the art's nice. The gig economy! The gig economy! Catipalism. I like that. That's funny. Catipalism. Quite, is your cat named after Smokey? No, they're named after Pop Smoke. Also, they were like the color of cigarette ash when I first got them. Alright, one more before I run an ad break. What do we have here? Donald Glover. Company name. Company name. Found it. Job having. Also, the idol is, like, just the name Donald Glover being funny. It speaks to the idolization we put onto these public figures, whose art is commodified so that they can reap wealth over it. Bees are also unionized insects. Chocolate chip. It's political because they are worker bees. All right, real quick. Ad break. I'm gonna go grab sparkling water. My ears are fucking itchy, dude. I feel like fucking cream on these things. Aloe vera? No, that's burnt. The raid. Oh my god. Oops. It could have gone bad. Should have done that over the sink. Who raided? Thank you for the raid, Ryan317 Gaming. Hope you had a good stream. Okay, next. Where'd I put a fucking hair tie, dude? Here's on my face. Make my ears itch. With a party of one? Well, it's always appreciated. White sleeping stream? No, I was getting a sparkler water. Okay, next. Minimalism. Probably considered not art by a lot of people. I mean, it's literally basic art that's like representing slashes through it. Like, you know those stories of like people who are so disgusted by modern art and thinking it's just like not real work that they'll literally cut up like something that had more fucking going on than they realized. Like this is minimalism in rich people. That's not what this is. I think the cuts on like this very minimalistic art are like, there's a hole, you cut a hole in the bubble. Oh, true. But like, there's this great video essay by Jacob Geller called Who's Afraid of Modern Art, where he describes a situation much like this. I believe it was like a single color canvas that actually had a lot of work made into like the paint being a one-of-a-kind color. And like people being pissed that they're like, oh, this isn't real art. So they just fucking slashed a fucking like big cut through it in a museum. And, oh, those are cuts? I thought it was on purpose. I think they're supposed to represent cuts. Yeah, using the canvas as the art is intentional, I feel like. It was 3 one-of-a-kind colors. Quite, you are the accurate. Should I shit my pants and watch the stream or go to the toilet? You can probably just, like, take your phone with you. Burnt grass. I can see Bort Simpson. Yep, he's there. He's watching. Banana. It's a banana. There used to be. Why is the banana? We did this one in the lead up. Why is there only one kind of banana? Other species have banana have been developed and sold. They don't travel well as the Cavendish, so that is more expensive. The lady's finger banana is sometimes on sale, but expensive bananas don't get chosen when there are bigger, cheaper bananas next to them. Not enough recipes are variety specific, like the tomato recipes or the call that read for plum tomatoes. Also, battery. Bananadery. They did surgery on a banana. They turned him to a cyborg, bro. Banana. Playing Fortnite with your grandma. Banana. I just feel like you could do so much more with modern art. Like, the idea of using more than just the paint and using the area around the art is very interesting, but the way it's used leads to very uninteresting looks. I mean, what you consider uninteresting could be part of the artistic intention. Like, art that simply by being minimal, if that, like, evokes a response from you, in the negative responses it evokes in other people, that is so, like, explosive it makes them want to destroy the art. Like, that is, like, pretty, it's pretty, I'd say that, like, art successfully made an emotional reaction happen. Uh, 24-hour news cycle, literally going to any story in order to get, like, news coverage so they don't have to turn off the programming. Our bananas are being replaced by robots. He does look very sweet, though. I do quite like this image. Dear, I have news. It's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up. He's saying that he's Chinese. That's why I'm always like, be good, be bad, just don't be boring. I mean, that's like what people say. Kanye, before he was a Nazi, once said, everybody's gonna say something, I'd be more afraid if they said nothing. Like, I like, the worst sin your art can do is have no reaction at all. Alright, next. Squirrel in space, it's dead. Squirrel in space, it's dead. Why would they do that to the squirrel? NASA, why'd you put it up there? Don't compare what I said to Kanye. I mean, is he... whatever. It's jumping? No, it's dead. What the fuck do you mean, Kobe Bryant? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? I gotta find that clip now, dude. That shit still makes me laugh. Send it into space? Man, you are evil. I love this commercial a lot.
More.
How much more successful do you want me to be?
More successful.
How many records can my records break?
More records.
But I'm the best.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. One more time.
And the same beast?
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Oh my god. And the same Mr. Beast. Okay, yeah, dead squirrel. Awesome. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Turn the other fucking way, bro. It is kind of crazy. Like, this is objectively a circle with two more circles in a line. But, like, my human wired brain sees a face in that. Pareidolia. Isn't that crazy? I'm looking at you like that? Damn. So you're not entertained. Fuck. Isn't that you are an idiot face? I think it's, on the pain scale, does it hurt just a little? A whole chunk of our brains are dedicated to imagining faces? Real. This stream is pull shit out of my ass simulator / J. We already talked about why pulling shit out of your ass is political, man. Come on. Me when I. This stream is just the Kevin Bacon game. Poop politic. What movie is this from? Is this Supernatural? I just see fucking Jensen Ackles and I think like I'm trying to think. That's supernatural. Do I even need to explain why, like this one? Do I even need to explain this one? The stupid meme. I mean, like, the aesthetics of, like, their choice of garb is informed by, like, hundreds of years of local U.S. history and, like settler mentality. And the standardization of the suit as the formal wear of the modern age across the world was set by Western standards. Many Eastern and Asian countries were pressured to fit to this, or like some version of the standard that we're seeing displayed here, where they're like westernized their formal affair, wearing suits and ties and in office and such. Someone should have submitted the "I love you" inserts news here's Death Steelman. Kwite is actually a hardcore conservative. You can't say that! You can't say that! Dude, it would be so— oh my god. It's so funny to just say, like— I told y'all the bit I was doing at TwitchCon where I just, like, spotted the gayest ones coming to my meet and greet. Y'all know, like, where I stand on these issues. But it was, like, so I was just going for the gayest ones, and I was, like, as, instead of, like, saying cheese, I'd, like, say maggot. Which is, like, it's really stupid to say and funny to say in a dumb little voice. Like, in a dumb little voice. And, like, out of context. And it got a laugh, like, they appreciated it. But, like, you can't— I don't want to push that too far. Like, you know how Hassan owns a fucking, like, Make America Great Again hat? And then he just puts on, like, his dumb southern, stupid southern accent, and he's like, MAGA! Like, MAGA! And, like, some people who aren't in his audience just think, like, oh, he's a conservative commentator. Like, little MAGA hat on VTuber macro? That'd be so shit, dude. That might be too much, but, like, oh, in my head, it's really funny. Oh my god, that was— I did do that to you! Wait, I did! Guys, we got one! I was doing that! We have proof. Or maybe I'll get a hat that, like, from a distance looks like a MAGA hat, then you zoom in, it's like, made you look. It just says made you look in the font. Anyways. Consumerism. It's absurdist, right? But, I don't know, turning fish into flip-flops. Something morbid about it, man. Like, there's literally blood leaking out of where they punctured the fucking, grips in. Fish flops. Fish are beneath me, class hierarchy. No way that's political. No way, says the man. Says someone who is confidently wrong. Hunting, political. I miss when we were a hunter-gatherer society. They're fucking slaying in those boots. I kind of want those. Those are fucking sick. Is this— oh, dude, I think this is AI. I think this is AI. So, yeah, inherently political. Not art, though. That ain't no human expression. Like, they are not holding that bag, man. They are not holding that bag. Moving on. If it's a boy, Hawk. If it is a girl, Twa. What about those names? Makes it so, like, they have— like, why couldn't Twa be a boy's name? Why couldn't Hawk be a girl's name? The social constructs of gender that we still find ourselves stuck in. Is this impreg? Is this impreg? Impreg defined gender norm? I actually have a much deeper— I was fairly certain we were gonna see, like, a fucking impreg thing somewhere in here. So I get to do my long rant on fucking why mpreg is inherently political. So there's like just an absurdist, like, oh my, I don't know if I'm using absurdist right, but there's just like a shock factor, like, oh, what the fuck, that's crazy and out of the blue and abnormal. Oh god, he planned a bit. See, the thing is here, what the Omegaverse is often used to take, with men being able to get pregnant and there being like a secondary sex or gender that enables like traditionally like masculine characters to be framed as able to get pregnant, like the way you'll see like Omegaverse is used in like deeper like story driven fics is it's often used as a way to talk about a lot of women specific issues in the real world and to watch it, like to look at it through a queer lens. Like it's not one-to-one, it never could be, but a lot of like discussion is like had in fanfics using this as the narrative device. So on top of all of that, the Omegaverse can also be women love women too. True, there's a lot of applications here. Yep. Traditionally masculine with this guy. Well, in the canon material, he's just a guy, isn't he? In like the amount of like genuine political intrigue and world building that people in Omegaverse fanfics will do on like their particular interpretation of the world and how a mechanic like that would affect society can get genuinely deep, and it's different for everybody depending on how they want to explore the issues. Like, they do that next to the porn. And, like, this is, like, not mpreg being used explicitly with that purpose, but Omegaverse and mpreg is often used to send an explicitly political message. Can you get a job? I'm doing it right now, man. Art, for better or for worse. Real and true. Alright, next. I mean, this kind of takes us back to, like, the modern art thing we were talking about. I could see this being like, I personally think there's a lot of craftsmanship here, if this is, like, real. Because I can't tell if these are, like, different materials cut and sewed together, or if it's just, like, one wall that's been painted. Looks neat. The flecks of white surely have meaning. The square fits in the square hole. The square fits in the square hole. Abstract art goes against norms. Political. Wear and tear on the blue. True. Sectionalism, no mixing involved. Real! Real! He's got it! Y'all are getting the hang of it! Y'all are getting the hang of it! Some of y'all are ahead of it on me than me. Guys, do I buy a 3DS or GameCube? I think the 3DS. I don't know. It just kind of depends what games you're looking to play. Anyone else see a guy's face in the bottom right corner? Pareidolia. Alright, next. Oops, forced him to bathe himself extra sudsy. If I told you all the ways in which hygiene is politicized and weaponized against groups of people, like, we could be here all day. The expectation of good hygiene, which I don't disagree with, but the lack of faculties or ability to get top-of-the-line hygiene and, like, treatment towards animals. Yo, thank you for the sub, Golden Toast. Appreciate it. Are we doing fantastic? Maybe you already messed it up? Maybe. Is this statement is not a political statement inherently political? Because I think that's what the last art piece is saying. I mean, it's like not all art has an explicit or intended political message. But no art is, like, free of the influence of politics. Like, the need to clarify, or the feeling of the need to clarify a statement as not having a political message speaks to how inflammatory words are right now. You sound like every English teacher ever. You sound like someone who didn't listen to your English teacher. Got him. Got him. Got him. Blub, blub, meow, blub. So does political art have to be intentional to be political? All art is political. Not all art is made with the intention of being political or to send a specific political message like murder is bad, but all art is made in a political context. Born to shit, forced to shower, this cat, I think. Okay, next. Mistakes into miracles. Is this more impreg? Because or like, I don't know what the source material is here. Cookie Run Kingdom? Oh my god. Yeah, and then like putting that like shit like the US healthcare system, bro. Do you know how expensive that baby is gonna be? That is Mpreg cookies. Am I crazy? But odds on this not being this guy's child. I gotta brush up on my Punnett squares. I don't know. Stop making me giggle, I will shit myself. Why does the baby have, like, no features of the white hair guy? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could be wrong. I've not read up in a minute, but... Shit yourself, chatter! Mistakes into miracles reference makes it political as it references a 912 meme. What the fuck? I don't think I've seen that one before. Mistakes into miracles refers to a series of drawings that mock outlandish slash pairings. Seen as outlandish and outside the norm. Like what really? Like, why is this considered something worthy of mockery? Why could a talking sentient sponge and a talking sentient squirrel, both of age and consenting, not reasonably be in love? Why is that? Oh, the origin of its mainstream spread was a 9/11 pic. Okay, yeah! There we go. See, the rabbit hole goes deeper. Yeah, the demonization of, the demonization of having a child out of wedlock. That being considered a mistake. Or, like, it can be a mistake for some people in that, like, it wasn't the intention and it's not what they want in their life right now. But there are some people who view the very act of it as anything other than neutral. Why are boots so cunty? So any that, like, squirrels always fucking, like, slaying, dude. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. There's a reading on, like, how interracial couples and, like, were not accepted in America for a very long time. All right, next. It's two gay hedgehogs. What more do I have to say? What more do I have to say? Two gay it's... Well, I bought it like... Yowie. It's fucking awesome is what it is, but I don't like that you're right, LMAO. Sonic 3 looks awesome! Sonic is political? Yeah, environmentalist messaging. Fucking, oh my god, like, how do you, like, know Shadow the Hedgehog story and not, like, get, like, huh, I think they're saying something out of that, man. Shit is crazy. I require apples. Apple's hat. Apple's shirt. So, This guy is obviously meant to be, like, depicted as cringe. Apples, for one. The production of fruit and the conditions on which they are like, harvested. Consumerism. Consumerism up the wazoo. Chud Jack is inherently political. Like, when did this become the archetype of, like, the look we use to, as someone worthy of mockery, or as having, like, an opinion we find, like, we deem to be beneath ours. I know motherfuckers who look just like this, and they write as shit. They based as fuck. Me and Animal Crossing, Jesus. I feel like this one kind of speaks for itself. I feel like this one speaks for itself. Guy dying, bleeding out. No one to help. Like, lack of housing. I mean, like, the ambiguity on how he died. The blood, like, the blood fucking tainting the snow. Me when I die because American healthcare is too expensive. It's Saddam Hussein hiding. Like, come on. Boeing whistleblower. I will say this is very pretty. I wish I knew the artist's name because I only have the images here. Okay, what? Dude, do I need to say anything? Dude, like, bro's literally got American flags, like 3 of them, behind the wall. And the absurdity of a SpongeBob plush clashing with this man holding an AK-47. I appreciate his trigger discipline. Like, it's considered absurd that that SpongeBob is there, but SpongeBob is a product of American hypercapitalism. There's he is absolutely a downstream effect of this flag and everything it represents. This might be the most political one we've seen. The joke is like, oh my god, what is SpongeBob doing there? SpongeBob exists as a result of everything in this image. SpongeBob was literally based on, like, fucking Bikini Atoll, which was an island in the Pacific that, like, America, like, evicted the local populace from, saying they'd give it back, and didn't tell them that they were going to test nuclear bombs, and they completely irradiated the place, which made large swaths of it completely uninhabitable for the native population. Like, the very inception of SpongeBob is inspired by American imperialism. What is there to do? Like, what? What did his shirt say? I heart... I don't know, I can't read that font. Okay, we've already talked... I think this is actually, like, where the first person who made the shitting is political thing. It's this. Hygiene, where you shit is political. The absurdity of... I'm stealing this one from a Twitter thread. I cannot remember who made it. I apologize. Maybe I'll try and find the credits on that. But the comparison of a hygiene tool doing something that we view as, like, a very disgusting and act you need to clean yourself up, off after doing. What are we watching? Someone made this. I think this was in a commercial. Which is for, like, just like the shock factor that companies are trying to do to get you to remember their product, so maybe buy it when you're in the store. Just the fucking... it looks like a Killer Bean thing if you just, like, only look at this. Like, it looks like a Killer Bean's facial expression. Babe, throw it back for me one last time. He's been hospital care and dying. And his last wish is for his wife to do something sexy. Very political. Very Very. Like the over-commodification, or like, maybe not over-commodification, but the heavy emphasis modern society has on sex. Where an old man on his deathbed would want his wife to throw it back on him at his last wish. Assuming it's a wife? You can have a boy wife, what do you mean? Sam was told to not sing Galaxy. Samsung Galaxy anyways. Fuck you. Fuck you. Product. Fucking... Product being used as funny meme. Guerrilla marketing. Consumerism, but also Samsung is basically the entirety of the South Korean economy. So... They be going crazy over there, man. They're like... Are they like the biggest chaebol in South Korea? I don't know. We're not gonna get edits like this. I'm pretty sure this is a real image on like a guy. It's just a lion head put over it. I'm making eggs. I hope they taste good. I hope you enjoy them. $2 bill. Very rare currency these days. I think a kid recently got arrested for using a real $2 bill to like pay for school lunch because they just didn't realize, oh, that $2 bills are real. Also, amputee. Bill, money, capitalism. And when I say like amputation is like, I mean like in like how like everybody in America has to engage with the broken healthcare system in one way or the other, and that's just like a clear visual of someone who had to do that. The real world issues that like things like this are couched in. Next. Brian Griffin is a steaming liberal. Like Brian Griffin is a political author in Family Guy. Chill, Brian. Points at screen. Liberal, liberal, liberal. He looks like a car. Yuck. Is this... AI generated. AI generated. Grok spotted. Die. Moving on. Hero Brian does have a heart. I mean, self-insert shipping. The idea that an outward, presentation of stoicism implies the lack of emotional reckoning. Her hand, LMAO. Nub for a hand? Well, that's base, to be fair. Guys, I can't draw hands. I just draw nubbed with 3 lines on them. That's Steve from Minecraft. That's actually Hero Brian. Assuming a woman needs a man, or that, like, a man's heart and empathy is developed through finding the right woman. Perhaps that is the path to personal growth for a lot of men. But who's to say that, like, there isn't work they could have done on themselves to know that about themselves? Maybe Hero Brian was already a deeply feeling guy and was comfortable, like, doing that in his own way. Donald Glover, hey, that's a repeat. Repeat. There it is. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. This is cute. Silly little cat. Silly little cat. Again! Brings us back to the hierarchy of things we find cute. Yeah. Some would put cats over babies as cute things. The natural instinct to protect babies is what makes us think that other things that share similar features are cute. To the point that little dog and kitty cat have superseded the baby in many humans' lives to this day. Cats are the most capitalized upon animal kingdom. I'd say dogs a little more, because dogs are they're used for their utility a lot more than cats are, I think, methinks. Like, dogs have been selectively bred for thousands of years, so to better fit their needs as humans, like, can use them. Like, to the point where, like, there are some dogs genetically predisposed to do certain tasks that if you have one and you don't find other ways to enrich that for them, they will literally get depressed. Like, a border collie literally needs to be able to herd things, or it gets sad. Marketable plush. Consumerism. Next. Oh no. Dude, the issue with this thing is, the issue with this fucking, with this image is, like, whenever I see it, I don't read burgers as what it's supposed to be. I read Pogber. And I don't need that shit on my conscience right now. I don't need that shit on my conscience right now. I just don't even need to be thinking about that. Plus, the assumption that the context in this image is supposed to be straight. Like, the woman should be wanting the woman. She wants to replace the pog and be kissing the gers, but she's the burr. Kelsey, mother. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that one. It speaks for itself, but I don't want to look at it. Me arriving to the function wearing my invisible tungsten hat. Experimental military technologies. Fucking. Oh, this one just kills me straight up. That dog, put that dog back on your leash. Grab the fucking thing. He's a danger to the public. I don't care how well trained it is. You laugh to such a serious topic. Experimenting on animals. Well, I mean, the implication is that the original poster is the animal. It's a self-made decision. Brain empty. It's fucking awesome, but it is political. Big sword fighting dragon. Like, we need to think about this. Steve is an interloper going to the dragon, a mother, mind you, their natural habitat, completely ransacking it for resources and killing the natural, like, the ones who lived there before. Like, you are the aggressor in this situation every time you do it. Settler colonialism. Endangered creature, there's only ever one at a time. And only if you shepherd one to another one to come out so you can kill it. Woo! 2005, the year of the gamer. Woo! Dude, this fucking comic series. The year of the gamer. I mean, the exception, the fight for acceptance that gaming as a medium has looked for in mainstream culture, trying to shift the status quo and stigmas around gaming as a medium, as not art or as for kids, or into something that's worth treating as valid art that can say things at all. It's all right here, baby. It's all right here, baby. This isn't Lost. Lost is a specific comic, a specific issue of this comic. We are at the Control-Alt-Delete event horizon. Yeah, uncensored male nipples. Couldn't do that if this was a woman. Couldn't do that if this was a woman. The year calendars. Political because our modern calendar is Western. Yep. A calendar inherently based off of Christian Common Era. A calendar created by, I believe, I think it was it made in Rome, like during, like, height of Christianity. I'm not sure. John Hamm. The use of the iPhone macros as the most recognizable thing, as the most recognizable symbols. Like, we don't use analog decline accept things anymore like they would be on a home phone, as smartphones took over the market. Who here has a fucking landline? Oh, it's John Pork, sorry. John Hamm's the guy who voices, who does he voice? John Hamm's an actor. I mean, it's literally just Animal Farm, man. Most political book to ever politic. Next. Dude, it's Death Note. It's Death Note, come on. What I miss? Is that light? Like, Death Note is a whole story about, like, how power corrupts and also about how, like, justice should be enacted. Like, fucking... Light is, like, a fucking punitive justice fanatic. Light low-key zesty in that image. He just shouting at the sun, bro. Next. Slat Pikmin. I really like this drawing, I don't know. Why'd you make his eyes so far apart, dude? That doesn't feel accurate. His eyes are closer together the last I checked. Light was always corrupt. He was spouting that BS before he got that note. I mean, yeah, he was inherently, like, a guy who probably would have styled himself as, like, an autocrat if he had, like, more formalized power. He had a very strong, like, sense of self in that, like, of how justice should be enacted, and that he's the only one who can do that. Schlatt's a Republican. What else is there to say? Shatman? I don't like that. Schlattman? Quite apparently knows always how close people's eyes are together. I've seen his face before! It's Jesus Christ and he's white. I don't know how to tell... It's... that Jesus was not a white man, I'm gonna tell you that! The depiction of him as such in popular media over the years, like that, is about as fucking, like, need I say more? Jesus would probably love Pinkie Pie. I can get on board with that. His writing is fire! Get this the fuck off my... Get this the fuck... Get that out of here. I don't know who this is. Iconic political figure Pinkie Pie. Edwin? What is Edwin? This is not Walter White. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. Aging is political. Benadryl Man. I don't get this reference, but yeah, you guys did it for me. Thank you for filling in the gaps. FNAF is Alfred Hitchcock? Is this FNAF? It doesn't feel like FNAF. Like, what is this from? Like, what, you guys are screaming the same copy pasta, and I don't know what this is from. That is my name. I don't know. It's from a FNAF song. Okay, there you go. Just the fucking Doki Bird hat on anything cracks me up. I don't know, man. Where is my ball? The humble tomato. Listen to the Mimic song? Bro. Is she a tomato? I don't fucking know. Soda! Gotcha life face puts it together. Is that the gotcha life face? Oh my god! You're right! Holy shit! Wait, can we listen to the potato? Like, fish! Is this a real animal or is this AI generated? Because, I mean, it's a fish washed up on water. It's Gilbert the salmon. I think that fish is real. I hope so. Salmon start to look like that after sexual maturity. This animal is generally seen as food for human consumption. They turn red when they get horny? They blush? Aww. This pic is political because this is a salmon that has gotten so horny it's going to die soon. Okay. Why no gills? Maybe they're just on the bottom. You are so funny. Thank you. Bish, bish, bish. Oh, the repeat. Repeat. Urethra! Bald man. The Bitmoji representation? Not Bitmoji. What's the one? Whatever the fucking apple face thing is. The replacement of Eureka with urethra. It's wordplay. But it's funny because it's in a penis, guys. The organ has been sexualized. Politicized! I guess women have a urethra too. They give me like... I ask some women and they're like, yes, we have urethras. And then others say, no, I don't. Like other women say, we don't pee. Of course I don't have a urethra. And I don't know who to believe because I'm trying to listen to the experts, the women on the issue. But I don't know. Thanks for remembering women. I know I have a urethra. Like I that is a material reality. I watch pee come out of it every day. I'm not like biologically like female, so I don't know. I don't know. Smooth like a Ken doll. No comma shit. That's conflicting messaging. Beauty and the Beast, anthropomorphized animal. Plays into standard, like, relationship heteronorms. Very heteronormative painting. It should have been me, not the lady. I'm just saying. It should have been me in her position. I'm just saying. No! Somebody wanted... He's either carrying the weight of the world on himself, or he's giving himself backshots. That is a just terrifying imagery, man. But if this ain't art, I don't know what the fuck is. Peel my skin off! Peel my skin off! This feels like a representation of the myth of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Something that's physically impossible. You can't pull yourself up by your own bootstraps because you don't have the leverage. That was the original meaning of the phrase. Or he's fucking the world. Fat man peels his skin off. This prison. To hold me? Get Damari. just like Eggman's wife. I guess he did piss on the moon. Low quality wine, horse. How hungry? I mean, the normalization of alcohol, in everyday, like throughout human history, as like the drug of choice. Because alcohol is a drug. It's just one of the ones we've had the longest. And it's been normalized throughout, like, as just a fixture in human, like, politicking, business, like, meetings. And also, I just like the silly little horse. Alcohorse. Alcoholism caused so many revolutions. Bread with a single hole in it. Either you have a micropenis and you're looking to fuck this thing, political, or, I don't know, people, spying on people, subterfuge, Cold War era espionage. They probably would think of, like, there was probably a plot that looked something like this as a way to spy on people. Put, like, a little camera in the hole of the bread, get it inside the guy, so that you can track him wherever he's going and get, like, insider information on politicians. Think of the French in the 1700s. It looks like dense-ass bread. It looks like a pretty normal slice to me. Imperfections are political. The knee-jerk reaction to think that a bread having a hole in it is an imperfection. That there's some objective, standard of perfection. Political. This is peak politics. Like, this just, oh my god. We've gotten the most minimalist we possibly can with all this. The belief of white to be the blank canvas is nothing. The original image of this had Obama handing you, like, a fucking pill or some shit. This is, like, the most, like, fucking, like, just... I fucking love images like this, dude. I fucking love images like this, dude. There's like this one image I'm really trying to find, or I haven't been able to find. It's like, I'm trying to find this one meme I saw during the election. Like, I just cannot get out of my head. Because people were just making some crazy shit. Like, just some crazy fucking image macros. Like, during all that shit, man. And I'm trying to find it. I'm a VTuber now. I have been for, like, 5 years. I'm on 880 ping. I'm dying so bad. I want to find this image so fucking much, dude, but I think it might be, like... I think, like, it might be gone to the annals of time, but I really want to try and find it. Please tell me it's still around. Please tell me. Wait, shit, I'm actually about to shit myself. Serious? Don't make me laugh. I need to go to the toilet. I need to find this because I want to make you shit your pants. But it's so hard to find this one because it's such like a niche one. I'm bored. Play a Family Guy clip. Ugh. Shitting pants. Found it! I found it! I found it! I fucking found it! Oh, yes! Yes, I fucking found it! Oh! Like... like, just what the fuck is going on here? It's like just a It was like the first time I saw this, it was in the fucking context of her winning that one Iowa poll that was apparently usually right. And then it's like fucking people and Republicans in Iowa for some reason, like on the last day. It wasn't true. Oh, this fucking picture, dude. I can't. I fucking can't with this. Okay. I'm sorry, that shit, like, is so funny to me. I hope that was worth it. I hope that the CEO of neoliberalism, that's true. Nothing political about that, though. Oh my god. I think that killed me. I'm dead now. Would you even look up to find that? I traced my steps. Okay. Repeat. American healthcare system, gay couple, head trauma, fighting for his life. He gonna die. Even on the coldest nights, I eat my own cum because you can't afford the sustenance. Like, you can't afford genuinely nutritious food. You have to recycle. I genuinely almost shat myself because of you, Kwite. Fuck yes. That's awesome. I'm speed running through these a little bit because I can feel my fucking yes and capacity waning. Grrr, what? Angry Bionicle. I mean, this is a... The knee-jerk reaction is to view this sentient creature as a killing machine simply because of, like, the way it was born. It speaks a lot to our own... Yeah, consumerism, obviously, but it speaks a lot to our own kind of stereotypes and biases on, like, what is dangerous. We don't know. Apple text messages as well. These are both iPhone havers, which talks about the closed ecosystem that Apple is creating to keep everybody on their products and make it harder for them to switch on to another product that might otherwise have features that are more appealing to a person who owns an iPhone. They can't leave once they're in this ecosystem, though. Hassan. It's a Hassan reference. Tiny head. Big ass shoulders. Politic. I don't even... I'm just gonna be saying the same thing I have whenever some shit like this shows up, dude. Like... Gender roles in gay couples. They're 16. Not. Time skip. Post time skip. I heard you're into heavy metal. Oh my god, he's bad as shit. Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm a robot fucker. Jesus Christ. Watching the Kwite on the toilet right now. Not risking it. The jawline is crazy, but it's artificial. Could speak. BBL. Cosmetic surgeries to meet societal standards. Kwite, you look like Golden Freddy when you do the neck tilt thing. I can't open my mouth like that, huh? He had, yeah, male-presenting nipples on a robot that doesn't need them. Clearly, yeah, but clearly he's gotten work done. Is that heavy milk? Expired milk. Oh, it's chunky. Oh, I hate that so much. Objectifying oneself. True, yeah. Why is it thick? I don't know. I don't want to look at it. I don't know what this is a reference to. Is this Arcane? I don't know. Backstabbed by someone you love. Gay. Rolling Y. I don't fucking know. Pretty sure it's non-dairy milk, so that makes it worse. 21 Pilots? Oh, ugh. Oh, this is some Tumblr era shit, dude. Insane poses. So, big, strong, burly, handsome man. But the holding fucking whiskey in one hand, again, on, like, the normalization of alcohol as the drug of human's choice. And this is often considered an insane pose because he's a, you know, traditionally imposing masculine figure. And he is holding a Hello Kitty phone. based off his outward appearance, it's not what you would, through society's conditioning, what you would think someone like him would be in possession of as a phone case. Also, Hello Kitty consumerism, second most profitable brand on earth. Sanrio as a whole, I suppose. A statement. It's fucking fluoride, Wi-Fi, 5G. I hope this is a thumbnail for something. I hope this is like a thumbnail. Oh my god. No, it's because he looks cool as fuck, stinky hoodie man. That wasn't the implication of the original post. It was insane poses. Could be good, could be bad. But, like, why do you think that looks cool? Because of... in some way, it was the expectations you have around, like, what is cool. Your tastes were shaped in some way by society's conditioning, whether in reaction to them as a variation from the norm, or because you fell in line. What the fuck is that? Where is Bones? They removed it so we could look at his brain. Fluoride is political in some way? Yeah, dude, oh my, yeah, fluoride is intensely political, especially right now. It was a controversial decision that the government started putting fluoride in the water systems of the US because it was a very, like, low-cost, high-reward way to improve, like, dental health and shit. And RFK wants to remove it based on conspiracy theories that it's, like, doing other shit that it's never been shown to do. Insanely political. Get it off my screen? Again, you balk in disgust at it. He's just a guy. He's just a chill, hairy nutsack hanging out, collecting other hairy nutsacks from trees. I need to stop drinking. The hairy ballsack creature collects its nuts. And that was the last one. We made it through. Wait, no. What the fuck happened? Oh, here. Yeah, Christian medallion. This thing, like, legit just curses you to die if you own it. Don't ever fucking... I'm never letting a fucking Christian medallion get in my home. John Pork, once again. Gay! I love this artist, by the way. This is Dino Volt. They do really cute gay Pokemon ship art. I love it. It's so cute. Big fan. Big fan, Dano. Big fan. That was the last one? No. I had to refresh. But we are at the top of the hour, so I'm going to run a quick ad break. 1 second. Why are my ears so fucking itchy, dude? They're like mad itchy. Ugh. I'm not even going nowhere. I'm just sitting here. You know the gay Pokemon artist? Woo? Yeah, I think it's neat. What is this? What is this?
Like, make myself seem cooler than I... When I was, like, small on the internet, I would, like, make smaller accounts of myself and, like, be a fan of, like, myself. And, like, make myself seem cooler than I actually am.
Oh my god.
That was, like, what I would do. I'd be like, Connor Eats Pants Fan 32.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. A little sad, but funny.
Hmm. Yeah, I never did anything like that.
I didn't think you did.
That was from the Connor Eat Pants Elon Musk ? Theme. Leaked Kwite audio. I really cannot tell if that is Elon. I'm leaning towards not.
I used to go there to find Pokemon leaks.
There's some people in there that I believe make a lot of sense, but I think the majority left to platforms.
I used to go there
X.
to find Pokemon leaks. Like when new Pokemon would like be revealed, they would drop on there first. That was where you would go.
Yeah.
And that was it. But then if you go anywhere else, it'd be like Nazis. But then you just kind of leave the website.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's kind of like X now.
No, it's not. How would it be that way?
I'm sorry. I'm just watching these Connor Eats Pants like clips, like during the ad break because that shit was cracking me up. It sounds like Elon trying hard to not be Elon. He's a little more coherent than Elon. They playing Fortnite? Yeah, they were. I don't think they are anymore now. All right, back to it. Peter, what are you doing? Crack. What the fuck? Johnny Test. I mean, this is like a funny mishmash of characters, and I do like that they gave them the full Final Fantasy VII outfits. They did rob my boy Johnny of his, like, fucking red highlights, though, which is fucked up. Johnny Test, need I say more? Yep. Like, fucking experimenting on children with highly, like, dangerous and unsafe experimental treatments. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, yeah, it's traditionally masculine male celebrity, but he has giant tits. Look at the contrast. What would you say if I looked like this, huh? Why you find that? Why is that so odd to you? Plus, it's Final Fantasy VII. It's like that last one. It's Final Fantasy VII. The whole story is about environmental terrorism. Great value. 34, is that like 2 pounds? Of peppermint soft puffs candy. I mean, yeah, it's a product that you buy. Great value, in bulk. Consumerism! Howl's immovable house. I love that it's just a normal house, too. This ain't no trailer. Taxes? Housing market political? Yep, housing market. It ain't that funny. I'm sorry, but I'm enjoying myself. Frick you, man. Damn, bitch, you live like this? Stay stuck, idiot. You shrunk the moon from Majora's Mask and hold it in the palm of your hand. It's a commentary on how, like, a few rich men run the world because of like almost insurmountable power imbalances. Nomadic families and cultures forced to settle. What is that? It's the moon. Yeah, okay, so this one's funny to me, but it's like, he's passed out with a beer on the side of the road, probably after a drunk night out, just destroying his liver, using alcohol as a crutch to ease social anxiety, probably as an escape from, like, the just absolute grind of the average American work life. And the fact that it's a raccoon, it's seen as odd, and honestly, a raccoon is stereotyped as a quote-unquote trashy animal. So putting it in this situation of someone you might see, if you saw a man on the road like this, you might think like, ugh, that's so trashy. Who got this picture? This is literally me, to be fair. Feet. How the fuck did you break the foot? What the fuck, dude? And there's like decisions made about like the origin of the foot based on the lengths of the toes? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not rehashing that one. You get it. Meme below the waist. Getting got by a simple symbol. Hammer. This is a worksman. The sexualization of non-sexual objects. Hitsune Miku. Love the gal. Great music. Is a product. At the end of the day, Hatsune Miku is a corporate-run entity that makes music as a product for you to consume. It is purely artificial. Consumerism. Hand soap, Mickey. There's political songs. Nah, I'd be making the music though. Cats do not have hands. And this is like an expression that looks like it might be like doing the DreamWorks like eyebrow raise at you. But the anthropomorphizing this animal, putting human, projecting human emotion onto it. Okay, how many more left? Watermelon dog. That dog is suffering for the entertainment of humans. Jonathan, Roblox guest. That's the Roblox? No, that's not the Roblox guest face, but that is a Roblox face that you have to pay for with Robux. A product is being used as a funny macro. It's the man face. Oh, it's free? Well, the common everyman thing. Okay, guys, I'm kind of running out of juice on how to mascot supposed to represent a product. Corn, make it more appealing to the audience, to the customers who they want to buy from them. I'm just like my fucking improv juice, or my pulling shit out my ass juice. The meter's running low, guys, so we're gonna speed run through these last few. No politics. Not being apolitical is a political choice. The name of the movie is Monsters Inc. Monsters Incorporated. It's about the whole thing is about the extraction of resources and wealth from other living things, you know? Unethically, scaring them to power society. It's the global south. It's a metaphor for the global south. Curly mouthwashing. And yeah, this was the last one. This was the last one. Awesome. And let's get one last. We got this one last thing. I just wanted to look at it again. I can't get over this shit, dude. What the fuck is this? Who here just joined? Mouthwashing. What is that? It is the most insane image I think I saw the entire election cycle. Oh my god. Oh. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you missed out. Because this was streamed live on twitch.tv/Kwite. You could have been a part of the reasoning we use. You could have done this as a part of, you could have been here on the stream, really. Shit was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Anyways, fellas, I am going to wrap this stream up here. If you guys enjoyed, thank you guys for coming around. I'm going to run an ad break, find someone to raid. It's been fun. I should be back live on Monday. Catch you then.